Hi, I'm Rhonda, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make nachos. Now, these are not your everyday nachos. These are plant-based nachos that are sure to nacho socks off. We start with 2 cans of pinto beans, and we're going to drain and rinse those. We also are going to use a cup of cashews, and we have those soaking in water. You've got apple cider vinegar. We're going to use garlic powder, cumin, chili powder, paprika, ground turmeric, and nutritional yeast. Then we've got our toppings. And you'll also want a packet of taco seasoning, preferably without sugar. So the first thing we're going to do is turn our stove on, and we're going to heat up our pinto beans. Now, since I've already drained and rinsed them, I'm going to add 1 package of taco seasoning. Now, you might need to add a little water, depending if you make your beans, your pinto beans yourself, they probably won't have as much water in them as if you buy a can of beans. So you may need to add a little bit of water to them. But you're just going to heat your beans up like so, and once they start to heat up, you can use a potato masher, you can use a fork. I prefer to use an emulsifier. And this is what an emulsifier looks like. They're pretty reasonable, they're not real expensive, but it's going to help mash our beans, and it's going to look like refried beans. It's a great protein topping for our nachos, and it's literally this simple. So those are going to heat up. While those are heating up a little bit, I'm going to start our cheese sauce. And for that, we use a cup of cashews that have been soaking in water. You add 3/4 cups of water. There is a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Oh, gotta get the turmeric in there. This is what's gonna help your cashew sauce look yellow too. 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, and we're gonna put the lid on here, and we're gonna blend this up till it's nice and creamy. This looks pretty good. You can see how nice and creamy that looks. So our cheese sauce. Oh yeah, that's good. Very good. I think it needs to, I think it's awfully watery. Okay. Okay, then depending on the temperature that you want your beans, these have mashed nicely, have great flavor. You can heat them back up on the stove for a little bit if you want, but you don't have to. The next thing we're gonna do is prepare our corn chips. And what I like to use are the sprouted corn tortillas from Food for Life. The ingredients in this is literally organic, sprouted, filtered water, sea salt, and lime. Corn, sprouted corn, water, and sea salt and lime. That's all that's in here. So these are excellent for you. And we're gonna take these, and I cut them in 4. If you're on weight loss, you wanna do about 3 tortillas. If you're not on weight loss, you can do more than that. And so you'll wanna get your knife and just cut them like you would in the shape of a corn chip. Cut them in 4s. Now you can put these in your oven if you don't have an air fryer. If you have an air fryer, this is super, super simple. You're gonna turn your air fryer on. You're gonna hit air fry. You'll hit start. You'll just lay your corn tortillas in your air fryer like so, and hit start. Air fry those for anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your corn tortillas and depending on how crispy you like your tortillas. Some like them really, really crispy, some don't. So depending on your preference, you'll heat those up. I did mine for about 10 minutes and be nice and crispy. We're gonna start making your nachos. So you've got them in your plate. You're gonna add your beans, just like you would as if you were to make any other nachos, right? You're gonna add and these are wonderful, you guys, you're gonna love them. Even your non-plant-based friends and family members love these nachos. So you add your nachos, you're gonna add some of your cheese sauce that you just made. A little bit of cheese sauce, and then your favorite toppings. So I have my favorite salsa that I forgot to add to my cheese sauce after it cooked. So we'll add a little extra. Life happens, right? But add your black olives. You can add your tomatoes. I like to top mine with onions. I will use some jalapenos. And then you can use romaine lettuce, but remember, you want to get your vegetables in. You want to try to get 20 ounces of vegetables every day. So if you have to have a half a cup at breakfast, have a half a cup at breakfast. But I'll add spinach, or you can use romaine or kale or whatever green leafy vegetable you want. But you can add your veggies, and this is an absolutely delicious plant-based nachos. Now, if you want your cheese sauce a little bit thicker, don't soak your cashews. You don't have to do that. And also, when your cheese sauce is done, you can add a quarter of a cup of salsa. You can add it then, or if you'd rather, you can add it on top of your nachos, or you can do both. So experiment with your taste buds and what you like and how you like it. But this is sure to please everyone in your household. So try this nacho recipe out. And if you like it, I have 7 more recipes that have grocery list and instructions for you. So click on the link in the description and download your free copy today. So if you liked this video and you'd like to see more of them, or you have a recipe you'd like me to try, just drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you on the next video.